It's Tim Michelle Birdsong, Eve, mother of all living, daughter of the sun. You're looking at a picture of the sun, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Govinda Singh Dhillon. And here's another picture of the sun, Adam, Angel Michael, Michael Bublé. He had 2 sons and a daughter. The Quran, the name of this, did I tell you the name of the video? It's God is a Hermaphrodite. The Quran, or it's a Quran, the central religious text of Islam, contains references to more than 50 people and events also found in the Bible. While the stories told in each book are generally compatible, important differences sometimes emerge. The versions written in the Hebrew Bible and the Christian New Testament predate the Quran's versions. As such, Christians regard the Quran's version as being derived directly or indirectly from the earlier materials. Excerpted from biblical and Quranic narratives, en.m.wikipedia.org. According to the Islamic creation narrative, in the Quran, before creating Adam from clay by uttering the simple word be energy, God informed the angels of his divine plan to create a vicegerent on earth. Vicegerent definition: a person exercising delegated power on behalf of a sovereign or ruler. A person regarded as an earthly representative of God or a god, especially the Pope, from Oxford Dictionary. Vicegerent. I may not be pronouncing that correctly. It's the first time I heard the word. A persons regarded as representatives of God or a god. Note from Eve: the persons regarded as representatives of God made in his own image, who are gods on earth, are his children. Angel Michael, being Adam, the first human sent to earth from the high heaven, now the being Michael Bublé. The daughter of God, Angel Michelle, Eve, mother of all living, Venus, goddess of love, made from the femininity of Angel Michael, the Hermaphrodite. They are soulmates. That is, Angel Michelle and Angel Michael are soulmates. Now the being T. Michelle Birdsong, the being Mary Magdalene, wife of Jesus Christ, Angel Gabriel, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Savior, martyr, husband of Mary Magdalene, architect of heaven on earth. Dr. Miles Monroe, Bahamian minister and author, taught that God meant earth to be the physicalized heaven. Dr. Monroe and his wife and others died in an airplane crash. He had mentioned and believed that airplanes were dangerous. He was a friend of Dr. Mike Murdoch, the being St. Paul the Apostle, both members of the Holy Royal Family, and so is Mike's sister, Deborah Murdoch. Hermaphrodite definition: noun, a person, Angel Michael. AGR for her, Eve, M.A. Ma, mother of all living. Also, APHRODITE, Aphrodite. Or animal. So the definition is a person or animal having both male and female sex organs or other sexual characteristics, either abnormally or, in the case of some organisms, as a natural condition. That's from definitions from the Oxford Dictionary. Aphrodite is an ancient Greek goddess, now the being T. Michelle Birdsong, associated with love, beauty, pleasure, passion, and procreation. She was synchronized with the Roman goddess Venus. She was the Roman goddess Venus. Goddess decoded. God, God, D for daughter, E for Eve's, earth, SS for essence. The goddess Venus is God's daughter Eve and Aphrodite, earth's essence. Essence decoded. E for east, SAT for Satsangi, S for seen, E for Eve, N for north, and C for Carolina, and E for energy. Okay, so that's a long one. What we got? East Satsangi, east from New York, Satsangi scene, Eve conceived blessed event in North Carolina, conception, consciousness, creation. Conception, creation, consciousness, energy. In other words, she got pregnant. Aphrodite symbols. C, S for C, Y for I, M for mind, MB for Michelle Birdsong, O for order, L for will, and S for song. Aphrodite, CI mind, CI, mind Michelle Birdsong, ordered, mild red, will, enter song. Song, S-O-N for son of, G for God, song son of God, Govinda Singh Dillon, and Michael Bublé are the sons of God. The symbol for Aphrodite, dolphin. Her father, Homer, now Milton Harris, raved about the intelligence of dolphins in a writing group at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3. St. Francis now being writer Robin Michelle Birdsong being Voltaire, who wrote the best thing is to cultivate your own garden. Garden. Rage, end. R for her, Eve. AG for aging, end. Eve, her aging ends. Okay, aging stops. Second symbol, rose. R for her, O for order, S for C, E for energy. Her order, C as energy. See, I read energy. Third symbol, scallop shell. S for C, C-A-L-L for call, O for order, P for present. C call, present, order. She shed hell. She shed hell, okay, and enters heaven. She call, president, talk and share, and present orders. Eve's Michelle, the president's talk and share therapist. Okay, wow, that's something. That's what I want. Nature's own. N for enter, A-T for at, U-R for your, E for energy, S for source. O for order, A-W-N for womb. Enter at your energy source. Order a woman. One. W for womb, N. O for order, woman one. O for order, N for enter, world. Woman one, order, enter the world. Now, decoded. K-N-O-W, no, N for no, O for orders, of, W for woman. No orders of woman. Keep kin orders of woman. Okay, so you follow the orders of the woman, and you follow the orders of her kin, her children and grandchildren. Aphrodite symbol, myrtle. M for mother, E for that's a Y for E, and Y for I, and R for her, T for thee, L for will, and E for energy. Mother Eve, I, her the will of energy, Adam's energy. M for M and A for A. M Ma's M source of energy. Okay, so Eve is the source. Eve, the mother of all living, Ma for short, is the source of energy. Dove decoded. D for daughter of the sun. OVE for over, E for energy. Daughter of the sun, over energy. Y for I give over, let's see, I over giver of good energy. I give over good energy. That's what Eve does. She gives over good energy. Sparrow. S for she. P for present. Talk and share. Clear. A for arrange. ARR for arranged. O for order of. W for world. She presents talk and share clear. Arranged orders of or for the world. Swans. S for Stevie, W for wonder, ANS for answers. Stevie Wonder answers. He sings Lean on Me. L for L, E for E, AN for AN. Lane of entered. Robin, Michelle, my only biological child's energy. My being Stevie Wonder's only biological child energy. That's how he answers her leaning on him. She's his child. According to the Islamic creation narrative in the Quran, God informed the angels of his divine plan to create a vicegerent on earth. VICE for vice of, GE for GE, pay profits as RENT rent. Vice of GE, General Electric, pay profits as rent on earth. Dent, make a dent in Nikola Tesla's, who is the heir to the sun's cost. Okay, let's put the whole sentence together. For the vice of General Electric greed, advice, pay your profits as rent for being and operating on the earth. Make a dent in Nikola Tesla's costs, trillions of dollars. Being T. Michelle Birdsong, heir to the sun. Sun's cost $30 septillion. Eve's God, okay, from the Quran. When the angels asked God, what will you place, no, not what, asked God, will you place therein, talking about the vice variant, one who will do harm and shed blood. Eve notes, that's what radical Islamists do today. They behead non-violent, love thy neighbor as thyself Christians, and they become martyrs. The Christians become martyrs like their God and Savior Jesus Christ. While we, this is back to the people in the Quran, while we hymn your praise, praise be to Allah, they say, and sanctify you. He says, surely I know that which you know not. Muslims understand the Quran's versions to be witness accounts from an omnipotent God. As such, Muslims generally hold that the earlier versions of the Old Testament are distorted, though through flawed processes of transmission and interpretation, and understand the Quran's version to be more accurate to the actual events. Okay, Eve gets her information from writing and from the Son talking directly to her and from Jesus Christ talking directly into her ear. Testament. T-E-S-T, test, E-S-T, established, S-T, sainthood. am, entered. Okay. Test established. Sainthood, Eve, mother of the earth, entered. Mild red songbird, being Nikola Tesla. Test established. Sainthood, Eve, mother of the earth. Her entered mild red songbird, being Nikola Tesla. Okay, I read that already. Quran. QU for questions. Eve. R for her. ANS for answer. Question. Eve. Queen of the universe. Her answers. Angel sweet energy. Her Michelle. Excerpt from biblical and Quranic narratives. And Adam and Eve, Adam and Hawa, decoded. Hermaphrodite Adam. Michael Bublé. W for Y, W for world, A for activated. Michael Bublé, wide world, activated, feminine angel Michelle, Aphrodite. God said to Michelle from the heavens, you are true. Z for thee, T for thee, R for her, U for your, E for energy. The her is your energy. That's what he said to the feminine part of the hermaphrodite. Get it? So Michelle means M-E for me, E for Eve, A-N for answers, mild red. Michelle means one with God. Me, Eve, answered mild red. You are feminine. You have a mild red pleasure organ, a mild red pleasure or a clitoris. You have a room in your body, a room in your house to house the babies. My mother, Miss Frog, the projection of Baba Jamal Singh, Gurinder Singh Dillon, who you're looking at, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, the Enlightened One, told me when I was a child, you have to read between the lines. See my work on previous page. I have to read between the lines. See how I had to read between the lines? See? Okay. You had to read between the lines, previous page. I have to read between the lines, literally, actually. A-C-T-U-A-L, actual, A-L-L-Y, ally. Actual ally, who had seemed to be an enemy, my mother, now being Jandara Michelle Ranziger, taught me so much of what I needed to know to get through this maze. M-A for Ma, A-M for Am, Z-E for Zen, E for energy. Ma-Am Zen energy. Zen Energy is a leading Australian provider of solar panels, solar power systems, and battery storage. Storage decoded. S for C, T for true, of, H for R for her, age. C, truth of her age. Eve is 29, although her paperwork says she's 75, offering great customer service. Customer. C for C, U.S. for us, S-T for saint, A-M for am, M-A for ma, M-E for me, R for her. C, us, saint, am, ma, me, her, American. Okay, that's Eve again, is a saint. What is a Zen state of mind? It is a state of mind, my, I-N-D is the 8th Avenue subway train line, my train of thought. A state of mind where Zen state of mind is a state of mind where the mind is not fixed on or occupied by any thought or emotion and is thus connected to the cosmos. www.zenenlightenment.net. Mushin. M for me, U.S. for use, S-H-I-N for Shin. Me use Shin, Zen Buddhism. When I'm hurt and don't acknowledge it emotionally, when I'm hurt emotionally and don't acknowledge it, thereby releasing the hurt from my being, I start to feel hurt, a pain in my hip joint, my knee, and or my shin. The pain remains until I identify the source, the reason for its existence. Okay, now for part 2, I'll talk about not the fickle finger of fate. It's the tickle finger can't be faked. Okay, I'll talk about that in part 2. Thank you for watching.